This, my friends, is directional lighting. This is one of 8 Walther's Proto 1000 HO scale New York City Transit Authority subway sets that I have. This is the second set of 3 that I've had upgraded already with LED lights for the interior lighting, headlights, and tail lights, as well as directional lighting. So the headlights are significantly brighter, particularly when you turn the power up on a DC track. It runs on both DC and DCC. And I've hooked up to this power car a dummy car, the one that goes on the end. And look what we have back here. Tail lights, end of train lights, in red if the camera picks it up. I notice these cameras don't pick up red too good. In any event, that's what we have in the rear. If I switch the direction, now we get headlights. And that's for point-to-point running as opposed to running on a loop. We have headlights there. And on this end, the power car, we have tail lights, end of train lights. That's on my Walther's sets. Now let me go to my MTH set, which I just bought. Now this is the MTH set. This is the power car, of course. Got headlights, not nearly as bright as the LED headlights on my upgraded Walther's sets. But what troubles me is look at what's at the end, on the other end of the power car. If you can see that. Why is that lit up versus the end of the dummy car? That's what should be lit up with end of train lights. If I switch the direction, the lights change accordingly to end of train lights. And then if I go to the other end of the power car, you see the headlights? And again, nothing on the end of the dummy car. This makes absolutely no sense. What would it have cost? How much more expensive would it have been for MTH to put a decoder in this car, the dummy car, so that when you change direction for point-to-point running, you have headlights here and end of train lights here. That feature shouldn't be on the powered car alone. I mean, that makes no sense, none whatsoever. So I'm going to email this video to MTH in hopes that they'll heed the advice and take note of what's going on here with their new subway set, HO scale subway set. Once again, thanks for the directional lighting, but it's on the wrong car. The only lights that should change on a powered car are on the end that we're looking at. From headlights to end of train lights when you change the direction. And then on the dummy car, you should be able to get headlights. Or in this case, since there are headlights here, you should have end of train lights on the dummy car. In my Walther's set, the guy that did the upgrades for me, he put in an additional decoder, designated one particular car to be the end of train car, put an extra decoder in it, so that we would have directional lighting, working directional lighting that's prototypical. And the decoder he used, I think, was 25 or 30 bucks. So it's not like it was a king's ransom. And I hope that MTH will appreciate this demonstration and take heed to it. It's a beautiful set, and I tell you, I've waited 5 years. We've waited 5 years for this set, because I've been calling MTH for about 5 years, asking when are you going to do HO? When are you going to do HO subway sets? Well, they're finally here, and as usual, both them and Walthers, they don't have the gap between the cars as prototypical either. They're too far apart. So I'm hoping to get KD couplers that are shorter to bring the cars closer together, which is prototypical. So they got that wrong, and they got this directional lighting business wrong as well. So I hope that they'll take heed to this video. Thanks.